Hi, today we are going to learn about decision making using if statement. If statement performs an action if a condition is true. Conditions in if statements are performed by using the equality operators and relational operators. Here we have a simple example about how we can use if statement in C programming. Here we have declared the variables num1 and num2 and we have given the data type as int. Then we take the values from the user. For that we have used printf. Then we have stored the values entered by user using scanf to the two variables. Then here we have if statement. Here we have if, then inside the parenthesis we have checked that num1 is equal to the num2. Then if num1 equals to num2, then this printf works. If not, we have checked num1 is not equals to num2. If those two are not equal, this printf works. Now let's see another example. Here we have to write a program in C to read two integer numbers from the keyboard and display the largest number. Now let's start the program. Hashtag include stdio.h, that is our header file. Then int main void main function return 0 to indicate that our program has executed successfully. Now we have to define the variables. We are taking two variables from the user that are numbers. So we can use int num1 comma num2. Those are our variables. Then we have to take the user inputs. Printf enter number 1. Then scanf %d, because we are taking integers, and num1. Okay, now we have taken one number for one variable. Then printf scanf Okay, now we have taken two values for two variables from the user. Now we have to compare them. For that we use if inside parenthesis we have to compare the two numbers and display the largest number. If num1 is greater than num2, then printf the largest number is %d. If num1 is larger, we have to display num1. Then if not, we have to print the largest number is percentage %d and num2. Okay, now we have finished our program. Let's see the results. We have to enter the number 1, 20, then number 2, 10. Then the largest number is 20. Now we are moving into if-else statement. If-else statement performs an action if a condition is true and performs a different action if the condition is false. Here this program printing pass or fail using if-else statement, like what we did in our previous example. Here mark is given as int, then we are taking marks from the user, then we compare. If mark is greater than or equals to 60, we have to print pass, else we have to print fail. You can try out these examples. Now let's see what a conditional operator is. Conditional operator is related to if-else statement. It takes 3 operands. First operand is a condition. Second is the value if the condition is true. Third is the value if the condition is false. Now here, mark is greater than or equals to 60. That is the condition. Then printf passed. That is the value if the condition is true. Now next one is printf failed. That is the value if the condition is false. Now this example is same as the below code. This code is if mark is greater than or equals to 60, we have print passed, else we have to print failed. For this code, we can use the above part. Both are same, both gives the same result. Now let's move on to nested if-else statements. Nested if-else statements handle multiple cases by placing if-else statements inside if-else statements. In this example, printing grade using nested if-else statement. We have our variable mark, data type is int. Now we are taking values for those variables from the user using printf, then scanf. Now we have if mark is greater than or equals to 80, printf grade A. Else if mark greater than or equals to 50, print grade B. Else if mark is greater than or equals to 40, we have to print grade C. Else we have to print grade F. That is how we can use else if. Here we are checking many conditions. Please try these codes on your own and see the results so you can get a better understanding about these languages. Then switch statement. The switch statement is an alternative to the nested if-else statement, provided the expressions can be written as variables equal value. The switch statement consists of a series of case labels. Multiple statements can be executed for a given condition, and break statement terminates the execution of the condition. That means instead of nested if else statements, we can use switch statement. Here is an example on how we can use switch statement instead of nested if. We have our program, we have the variable score, that is int. Then we have taken values for those variables from the user. Then we have switch. We use switch instead of nested if. Switch inside parentheses our variable score. Then we can assign cases. Case 3, printf, congratulations, gold winner, break. If we satisfy case 3, then we run those printf statements and break. If we satisfy case 2, then we run these, then break. That is how switch statement works. Now it is the end of this theory part. I hope to do few examples in the next video.